Presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Frank, it's wonderful to be here in the Canadian Rockies with these great views, and we're reminded, too, of the rich history Canada has in the sport of golf.
It certainly does, Rich. It's part of the British Commonwealth. They love the game. They obviously adopted it from Scotland, but their golfing season a little shorter. So when they get a chance to get those clubs out, they certainly make the most of it.
Banff Springs making a strong first impression with a par 4, generous fairway, and beautiful mountain landscape in the background, Frank.
Yeah, not overly long. A little dogleg to the left. That bunker down the left, you have to hit an absolutely mammoth tee shot to reach that. A good drive's going to set up just a short iron in here.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, what's the best way to attack on this second shot, opening hole?
Less confusion, Rich. Just look at the flag. This is a fairly flat piece of fairway we're heading off, and to a green that's very generous.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. That is a really good shot, landing close to the flagstick. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. 1 under early in the round. So, Frank, a par 4 to open, and we back it up with a relatively short par 3.
This green's surrounded by 6 bunkers. Green also shaped slightly towards the player's left, so just keep your eye on that depending on where the flag is.
Well, you can hear it right off the center of the club face. This has a chance to be close. So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Well, how about this start? Birdie to open the round. Frank, plenty of scoring opportunities in the early portion of this golf course. We're now at a par 5, the third hole, and it's only 528 yards.
You can see why we're going to see a lot of people perhaps being 3 under through the first 3 holes, Rich. This par 5 bending to the right, very reachable. Just keep that tee shot nice and high off the tee. Let it carry as far as possible. Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle.
Frank, chance to go for the green in 2 here at the third?
There is, but you can also use the terrain, which will kick the ball towards the left. So if you haven't hit the best of tee shots, still land that ball to the right and let it feed on.
What a shot. Setting up for an eagle here. These putts keep the round together. No problems early. Looks good.
It does look good. This bodes well. We might be in for a very low round today.
Frank, it's always fun to play a par 3 just like this one.
The ball's going to go further. Obviously get to tee it up. Should be able to carry that water. That's really the only problem for the player in front. But once again, another good chance for a birdie.
192-yard par 3 fourth.
safely on deck.
She just played a wonderful shot from back there. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Playing some outstanding golf right now. That's another birdie and 5 under par. Back on the tee here at Banff Springs, 5th hole, 424-yard par 4. What's the setup here, Frank?
Well, it's very tempting to try and hit a draw because that's the way in which the hole is shaped. But the main goal is to...
Hold on here a second. She is winding up for a big one. She wants to smash this as far as she can hit it.
There's something about a well-hit shot. Huge with a capital H.
Moved it a long ways.
That's an absolute beauty.
Second shot now to the par 4 fifth.
Just minimally uphill, Rich, with a green too that opens up towards that left side. Just want to make sure you carry the front. You can pitch the ball well into the middle of the screen and not really worry about it. Once the flag is past that middle section, though, players are definitely going to have to go further left.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Just a couple of feet. Good work right there. Now to 6 under. Now at the 6th hole here at Banff Springs, it's a short par 4, only 373 yards. And the short par 4, Frank, all the rage in golf course architecture these days.
A lot more strategy involved when you've got a hole that you can nearly reach with a tee shot. It's how far back do you leave it, what sort of distance you want that second shot. All those things to compute. Straightforward, a little bit uphill. Basically, it's what you want for your second shot.
That is just a beautiful shot. Frank, no reason here to think we're going to see anything other than another good shot.
Yeah, in a great flow, and golf like this looks easy.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
starting to fill it up now. 2 birdies in a row and 7 under for the championship. Well, Frank, how about this hole? 602 yards, a par 5, although I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. 602 yards these days for a long hitter.
What are you saying? It's a drive and a 7-iron?
That's a mid-range par 5.
Well, yeah, 2 woods. The long hitter definitely get at home there, especially in good conditions. But bunker down the left, avoid that, carry that, and then we can think about the second shot.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Good looking shot right here. She is putting the full arsenal of her skill set on display this afternoon. Beautiful shot. Getting set now over the putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, you like this kind of design feature where you go from the longest hole in the course immediately to the shortest hole.
Certainly, golf giveth and golf taketh away. This is just minimally uphill, just a couple of feet, but you can see from the overview the design of the green. When that flag's on the right, it's a little bit of a longer carry, so just be a little cognizant of that. You don't have to hit it directly at the flag.
That would be a great look at birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here. Really has a feel on these greens. That is another birdie. This is impressive. Just love the variety here on the front side, Frank, coming off that short par 3 8th. Now we go to another par 5 to round out the side, 501 yards.
And the third par 5. Interesting front nine here. 3 par 5s, 3 par 3s, and 3 par 4s. This one, not the longest par 5, but still reachable. This one, you have to be a little bit careful, though. This is probably the toughest driving hole on the front nine with regard to par 5s.
That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
Frank, a lot of exciting shots on this opening side, and here we go again, second to this par 5 ninth.
Got to look at the green down the other side, Rich. Pitches a lot from left to right, so two choices. You're going to hit a normal shot. You've got to aim that a little left of that flag. Either that or draw it back towards the flag and into that uphill slope.
This could be a good one. And that's how you play the game, right there. Good scoring opportunity. Third shot here at the par 5. The eagle has landed. Wow. Frank, we begin this back nine with a real test. It's a 218-yard par 3.
And it's very easy to get lulled into the shape of that lake there on the right side and try and hit a cut in here. But that cut's going to work against the natural shape of the hole. If anything, a nice high draw. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
And getting ready for the putt. 13 under on the day. Out of the 11th hole, it's a par 4, 417 yards. Frank, what's the key here?
A nice little draw down that left side would be the ideal tee shot. The carry on the two little bunkers down the left side really isn't overly long, but that's the desired entry into this green.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. Frank, here at the 11th hole, second shot, another chance to make a birdie.
Certainly is. The only thing you're guarding against here with that second shot into 11 is just going long. Pretty generous green once again. Because it slopes back into the player's face, the ball's not going to kick forward.
Dialed in once again. She has played a superb approach shot. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Wow, they're falling like rain today. 8 birdies on the card. All right, on to the 12th hole, 442-yard par 4. What do you like about this hole, Frank?
Just a nice par 4 that sort of bends to the player's right. A lot of people will just stand up here, grab the driver. I don't really think you have to do that, Rich. The hole's not overly long. Just something short down that left side. You can have a short iron in for the second shot.
Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, for players looking to improve their putting, what are some of the training methods they can use?
I think speed is always a good one when you get on the putting green and you just practice trying to putt inside that 3-foot circle, because in the end all sports are the same. You're trying to focus in on the destination where that ball has to be delivered, whether it's tennis inside the court or basketball inside the rim. Putting's no different. As you get further and further away from the hole, then you just make an acceptable size circle that you're trying to putt within. So pace, very important.
Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. Frank, this would jumpstart the round. A third straight birdie.
Some good playing.
Can't make it, Frank, if you don't hit it.
Hubert Green once said, 99% of putts left short don't go in. I don't know what happened to the other 1%, but...
That's how you maintain momentum. You make those putts for par. 13th hole, par 3, 225 yards and heavily bunkered around that green, Frank.
It is, but that green gets narrower as the hole gets longer. Nothing wrong with hitting the ball sort of the middle part of the green here.
Good chance at one. Stuffed it in there really close, and now just a tap in. Has this putt for birdie. Didn't think this was possible, but 15 under par already. Back here at the par 4 14th, and we are ready to tee off. 442-yard hole, Frank.
It's called Wampum. My Canadian's not that good, so I don't know what that means, but the way I decipher it, another little dogleg to the right with bunkers all over the place. It's sort of in the place where you'd like to hit the tee shot is exactly where that crop of, what is that, 5 bunkers down the left side. So you're going to have to somehow squeeze it just right of that. Very awkward tee shot.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, take us down. Give us the player's eye view on this second shot here at 14.
I kind of like a second shot a little lower than normal here. It just seems to shape up to this green. Obviously, you're protecting against going left while you're trying to go directly at the flag. So just something a little lower than normal, I think, we need to go.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Starting to heat up now. Back-to-back birdies. Well done. Now to the 15th tee, and Frank, this looks like a fun shot to hit.
It won't play its full yardage because of that elevated tee, but a good one out here. We might see one of those 350, 360 plus yard drives.
Gave that the full treatment. Get up.
Well, par 4s, they're not all the same, Rich, but after that tee shot, I guess you can say this one's going to be easy.
That was a beauty right there. Birdie try up next. Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4, is nicknamed GOAT? Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bucky should easily be able to carry that, and, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly hit.
Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. It might be a tough shot coming up. Not in the fairway, but not too bad. Just in that first cut. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Just a couple of feet. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now to the 17th, 374 yards, and Frank, players might be licking their chops here.
They certainly would, Rich. Bunkers left and right, but they can be carried with an aggressive tee shot. It'll set up just a short iron into a green that pitches towards you.
Let's see what she's got here. She is loading up for the big one. Wow, I mean, she absolutely annihilated that tee ball. Good tee shot, right in the fairway, and plenty long. Second shot, good look at the green. Solid play, heart of the green. Makes the putt for a birdie. Here we are at the 18th at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5. Frank, did you like to finish a round with a par 5?
Certainly if I could birdie it, that's for sure. And there's a good chance here at 18 you can, but there's bunkers galore. They're all in play for various standards of play. But the reward is if you can pump one down the middle of the fairway there, and then you reduce this par 5 to simply a drive and an iron.
Final drive of the day, and makes it a good one in the fairway. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Good looking shot right here. And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. Locked in on the read and the speed.
It doesn't go in, you got to add another one to the scorecard.
And that's where the golf ball's just staring at you and mocking you and laughing at you.
You know deep down it's smiling too, don't you?
Frank, I've made a bagel order or a donut order half a dozen, but birdies, that I've never done.
I tell you, this is going to be Krispy Kreme time. 6 in a row.
Frank, that was just a dazzling display of golf today.
It's amazing how a game at times it can be so hard and just absolutely drive you crazy can appear to be so simple. This was just an absolute joy to watch today.
So that'll do it for